My best friend, Mia, suggested using a fake account to test my mate. I agreed and set up a dummy profile, telling her it was my mate's account. She immediately sent the account a private message trashing me, calling me a slut who'd been around, saying I was used goods. Then she started flooding the chat with sexy selfies, low-cut tops, bikinis, showing off her curves, with her thighs prominently on display. "Hey, handsome. Wanna hang out? I'm a good girl. I'll do whatever you want," she wrote. I replied, "I don't believe you. Prove it." The next day, during the big quarterly meeting, EMTs rushed Mia away. Something deep inside her body was vibrating violently. After my mate proposed, my best friend Mia started acting weird. She kept worrying that my mate would hurt me. It didn't make any sense to me. Jack was tall, handsome, and completely devoted. He was a Stanford graduate from an old-money Alpha Pack family. The moment we met, we recognized each other as fated mates. He was possessive, always keeping his eyes on me. Over the summer, he moved me to his family's private island and kept me close at all times. Maybe Mia was just upset that I had less time for her. I tried to reassure her. "No matter where I go, I'll always bring you back a gift." But that only seemed to make things worse. She got more anxious, constantly calling to ask where I was. After dinner one night, I finally had enough. I pulled her aside. "Mia, what's going on? We've been like sisters since 3rd grade. If you know something about Jack, you need to tell me." She fidgeted, unable to meet my eyes. "It's just, Chloe, are you sure you want to be with him?
He's so accomplished.
And you, well, you're great too, but he's way out of your league. How can you be sure he'll stay faithful?" Her words stung like needles. Was she saying I wasn't good enough? When she saw my face harden, she quickly backtracked. "I just mean, marriage is forever. What if there's something you don't know about him? What if he cheats? You need to know for sure." "How am I supposed to investigate that?" I asked, frustrated. Her eyes suddenly brightened. "Give me his number. I'll make a fake account and test him. If he doesn't take the bait, then he's loyal." My gut told me this was a terrible idea, but Mia kept pushing, and finally I said I'd think about it. That night, curled up with Jack on the couch in our Seattle apartment overlooking the bay, I confessed everything.
He didn't get mad. He just laughed.
"Let me get this straight. Your best friend wants to test me through DMs." He tucked a strand of hair behind my ear. "Baby, do you really think 10 years of friendship outweighs whatever she wants from you?"
"Don't put it like that," I said.
"Mia just cares about me." "Okay," he said with a sly smile. "Here's what we do. You set up a fake account and tell her it's mine. Then you chat with her yourself and find out what your best friend really wants." Right then, my phone buzzed. A text from Mia. "So? Have you thought about it?" I looked at Jack, then at my phone. A dark idea started taking root in my mind. "All right," I whispered. "Let's play." It took me a minute to create the new account. I chose a male name and used a silhouette as the profile picture. I sent the username to Mia. Within seconds, a new message popped up in the account. "Hey." I replied in Jack's usual curt style. "Do I know you?" The answer came instantly. "Who I am doesn't matter. What matters is I know your girlfriend. She's been playing you. She's a bitch who slept with half the soccer team." I felt my blood run cold. This was her idea of a test? Starting with vicious lies about me? My hands shook as I typed. "What are you talking about? She's not the good girl you think she is." Mia's message continued. "She was a total party girl in college, hooking up with multiple guys at once. She even targeted certain exchange students, if you know what I mean. Then she ended up catching something nasty from one of them. It took her months to recover. I'm not trying to gossip, but I hate seeing a good guy like you get played." I was stunned. My so-called best friend was painting me as absolute trash. "Do you have proof?" I typed. "Of course," she said. Almost instantly, she sent a flood of photos. Pictures of me with friends from different countries, all taken at university international club events. After carefully cropping them and adding fabricated chat logs, she turned them into evidence. The level of detail was chilling. She'd been crafting this story for a while. I felt like I was losing my mind, my whole body going cold. I'd shared everything with her. My joy, my fears, even details about my relationship. I trusted her completely. Why was she doing this to me? The next message answered my question. Mia, I know this is a lot to process, but I have to say it. A girl like her doesn't deserve you. You've been so good to her, and she's betrayed you like this. She paused, then added, You know, I've always had my eye on you. I would never treat you like that. If you were mine, I'd cherish you. So that was it. Jack was right. She never wanted to protect me. She just wanted to steal my mate. I let out a bitter laugh. You okay, sweetheart? Jack pulled me into his arms. Don't worry. My wolf says she reeks of something rotten. My soul belongs only to you. His voice was low and steady. The bond between us soothed me. I took a deep breath. She doesn't get to hurt me and walk away, I said quietly. I picked up my phone and replied to Mia. Why should I trust a stranger? She answered immediately. Meet me, and I'll show you more proof. You won't regret it. Over the next few days, I kept playing the role of heartbroken Jack over DM. I kept chatting with her without agreeing to meet or break up with Chloe. She grew more desperate, her messages becoming more explicit. Hey, big guy. Need some company? I'm obedient. I'll be your little secret, she wrote, sending more photos, each one more revealing than the last. Meanwhile, she kept asking me about Jack to my face. He's been distant lately, I said, setting down my coffee. Barely talks to me. Always on his phone, hiding the screen. Do you think he's seeing someone else? A flicker of triumph crossed her face before she masked it with concern. Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. He's probably just stressed. Give him some space. That night, she sent the fake account another set of photos, this time wearing something with barely their straps. I saved every single one. Time to reel her in. I replied. My mate seemed innocent but was actually a slut. I need proof you're different. Prove that your wild side is just for me. I can be whatever you want me to be, she answered immediately. Good girl, I typed back. Here's your first test. I'm sending you something. Do exactly what I say. If you pass, we'll meet. The package contained a high-end remote-controlled device. Powerful, relentless. When it arrived, she sent a photo with a winking emoji. Didn't know you were into this kind of toy. I like it. My reply was cold. Where to work tomorrow? Send proof. The next morning in the office, I spotted Mia. She was walking stiffly, lips pressed into a tight line, cheeks flushed. You okay? I asked, lightly tapping her arm. She jolted hard and sucked in a breath. Coworkers looked over. Fine, she squeaked, gripping my arm with one hand. Pulled a muscle at the gym last night. I'm okay. You have that big presentation for the executives today, I said, faking concern. You can still do it, right? She nodded stiffly and hurried off. A moment later, my burner phone buzzed. It was an explicit photo. The caption read, You're obedient girl, sir. I smirked coldly and gripped the remote in my pocket.
Just you wait, Mia.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Now, let's look at the projected ROI for the Henderson project. Mia's clear, confident voice rang out from the podium. My coworker, Leah, leaned over. Chloe, that should be you up there. You built that project from the ground up. And you handed it over just so she could trash you behind your back. What? I blinked in shock. When my manager assigned me that project, Mia had come to me in tears. I'm going to get fired if I don't do something. Let me be part of it too. Please, for your best friend. I'd caved. From that day on, I did all the work. The late nights, the client calls, the slides she was now presenting as her own. I did everything, but I still handed her the presentation. And she treated me like a fool. Watching her present confidently, I reached into my blazer pocket and found the remote. I pressed the lowest setting. An initial investment of $18 million. Dollars. A yelp escaped her as she grabbed the podium, her knuckles going white. A faint whimper came through the microphone. The board members frowned. Leah snorted. Did she just lose her mind? Got a little excited there. I turned the remote to medium.
Oh.
The next phase, includes. Mia's sentence broke into a strained sound. She doubled over. pressing her thighs together. Murmurs spread through the room. Someone quietly raised their phone. Mr. Davis, the senior vice president, looked embarrassed. Ms. Reed, if you're unwell, we can reschedule. No, she gasped. I can keep going. I smiled and pushed the remote to maximum. A hoarse scream ripped out of her, echoing through the silent conference room.
Ah,
Mr. Davis. Oh my God. She collapsed, her back arching as she hit the floor, body convulsing. The room erupted into chaos. Slowly, a dark stain spread across the fabric of her skirt. Mr. Davis shot to his feet, his voice dripping with disbelief. Did she? Oh my God. She wet herself. As shocked whispers swelled into a roar, Mia lay sprawled on the ground in shame, twitching. I finally let go of the button. Watch yourself, Mia. The game has only just begun. No one expected an employee to lose control like that in public. Management called 911 immediately. Paramedics rushed in and loaded the whimpering, convulsing Mia onto a stretcher. And as they lifted her, something large slipped loose and fell to the floor. She wasn't wearing underwear. Even the seasoned EMT looked stunned. He held up the wet toy with his gloved hand and asked, Is this the patient's? The whole company was watching. By the time Mia regained consciousness at the hospital, her new title had already spread among hundreds of employees. The Vibrator Queen. I never would have guessed. She always seemed so quiet. Quiet? Honey, she put on an adult performance right there in the boardroom. Do you think it was some kind of challenge? Or an assignment from her master? People who knew we were close came to me for details. I just shrugged. Her private life is her own business. I don't ask. Mia had made an unforgettable impression on the executives. She received an ultimatum. One more mistake, and she was out. Chapter 5. The next day, she snuck into the office wearing huge sunglasses and a hat. I spotted her immediately. Mia, I called out, my voice echoing through the open office. Feeling better? I picked up the thing you left on the podium. Put it in your drawer for you. You should be more careful with things like that. They're not exactly harmless. She stumbled, nearly falling over. Once everyone had dispersed, my burner phone blew up. Mia, you ruined me. I did exactly what you said. Why did you turn it all the way up? I passed out in front of everyone. I can never show my face again. I want to die. A cold smile curled on my lips. You deserve this. But I typed back. You're so obedient. I love it. Saturday night. Hilton Hotel. Room 308. Clean yourself up and be ready. Mia was so excited she forgot all her embarrassment and immediately agreed. Great. I have a surprise for you. A surprise? I shrugged. What a coincidence. I had one for her too. Saturday was our high school reunion. It was at the Hilton in the third-floor ballroom. After her public humiliation, Mia gave me the cold shoulder for 3 days. Then, probably eager to show off, she came around again to ask about my relationship. I casually mentioned the reunion. Oh, I can't go, she said, pretending to be disappointed. I have a big date that night. Have fun. I faked being upset. Ugh, you and Jack are the same. He's bailing on me too. He said he had to entertain some important client all night. What client is more important than me? She smirked with satisfaction. A man should focus on his career, she said with a faint, knowing smile. Maybe this client is very important. Might take all night to negotiate. I laughed inwardly. On Saturday at the Hilton, I arrived at the reunion ballroom. Mia sent a photo. It showed an extremely revealing lace outfit laid out on a bed. I wore something special just for you.
like it? I didn't reply.
A group of girls from my old class walked over. One of them, Sarah, hadn't spoken to me in years. She looked nervous. Chloe, there's something about Mia that I think you should know. My stomach clenched. What is it? She took a deep breath. Back in high school, we all thought you were a bully. Mia told us you once drove a freshman girl to take her own life. She said she only stayed friends with you out of pity because she was afraid that if she left, she'd be your next target. The world tilted. My teenage years had been shrouded in loneliness. Girls always looked at me in ways I didn't understand. I thought I was just unlucky. She told us you were vicious. We were scared.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't until later, when we talked to your middle school friends, that we realized it was all lies. We were so stupid to believe her. Anger settled in my chest like a cold, hard stone.
Why?
Why did she have to destroy me? My phone buzzed. Mia, I'm showered and ready. I'm wearing your favorite color. Hurry up. Baby, I have a surprise for you too. I texted back expressionlessly, then dialed a number. A few minutes later, chaos erupted in the hallway. A woman was screaming hysterically. A male classmate went to check it out and came back with wide eyes. Oh my God, you guys have to see this. Some lady just caught her husband's mistress in one of the rooms down the hall. She's beating the crap out of her. The woman's practically naked. The whole reunion rushed toward the door. In the hallway, a heavy-set woman in her 50s was pinning down a half-dressed woman, swinging a purse. You home-wrecking slut. My husband is bald, fat, and probably impotent. What, are you that desperate? Show your face, you bitch. The woman grabbed a fistful of hair and yanked the woman's head up. It was Mia. Her eyes went wide with terror as she locked eyes with me and the crowd of stunned classmates. No, she screamed, trying to cover herself. It's not me. Don't look. The older woman slapped her hard across the face.
Twice.
Not you? Then why are you dressed like a $2 hooker in a hotel room? Then her phone rang. She answered. Oh, you're on the 4th floor? I got the wrong room. She stood up, brushed off her pants, and looked down at Mia with contempt. But dressed like that, you were obviously here for something shady. You deserved it. She strode off, leaving Mia alone on the floor. Mia scrambled to her feet and fled back to her room in disgrace. A new chapter in the legend of Mia Reed. I texted the number I'd just called. Payment sent. Thank you, Brenda. That actress was worth every penny. The story spread fast. With each retelling, the details changed. Some said she had an OnlyFans. Others said she'd seduced the whole mailroom. A few claimed she had a master. The company, worried about its reputation and stock price, fired her. The last straw came on Mia's last day when an angry young man stormed into the office. He claimed to be Mia's boyfriend. Mia wasn't even single. You lying bitch, he roared. I spent over 10 grand on you, and you're sending nudes to other guys. He held up his phone screen for everyone to see the chat logs. Stop, Mia shrieked, swinging her purse. It struck his head. He dropped like a stone, blood trickling from his temple. Mia grabbed his phone and ran. Now she had no reputation, and she was facing a lawsuit and possible jail time. Desperate, she came to me. Chloe, please, I need money. Just 5 grand. My ex is suing me. I swear I'll pay you back. I looked at her coldly. I don't have money. Maybe try buying fewer designer bags. And what about that mystery boyfriend of yours, the one you dumped your ex for, isn't he helping? She seemed to drift into a fantasy, a dreamy smile crossing her face.
He will.
He's amazing. We're meant to be. He's just dealing with some issues with his current girlfriend. He says she's so boring compared to me. I said. So, you're the other woman. And you're proud of it. Her smile faded. We're both adults. He loves me. There's nothing to be ashamed of. The kind of love that had you pull that stunt at work and get beaten up in a hotel hallway? Wow. You're just jealous. She stormed off. Soon after, my fake account got another DM from Mia. Baby, I'm in some trouble. Can you lend me 50 grand? I replied as Jack. I thought you were different from other gold diggers. Looks like I was wrong. She scrambled to defend herself, swearing her love was pure. It was hilarious. Buried in credit card debt and drowning in high-interest loans, Mia was out of options. She had one last move. Finally, she worked up the courage to send a message from the fake account. It's me, Mia. I've always loved you from afar. Seeing you with Chloe breaks my heart. Choose me. I'll treat you right. I laughed out loud and typed back. Silly girl. I knew it was you all along. A shocked question mark appeared on the screen. I've always liked you too, I wrote. But Chloe lied to me and broke my heart. I had to be sure. You passed every test. I believe you now. She was overjoyed. When are you dumping that bitch? I'm so sick of pretending to be her friend. She betrayed me. I can't just let that go, I replied. I'm going to destroy her publicly. Mia was thrilled. You're so ruthless. I love it. What's the plan? We're planning the engagement party. That night, in front of everyone, I'll expose her for what she really is. And you'll be right there with me, as my new fiancé. She agreed immediately. And so the farce began. Mia got involved in every detail of the wedding. She had opinions on the flowers, the cake, the music. The wedding planners were confused. Jack's parents were horrified. Who is that girl? Why is she clinging to our son like that? His mother whispered. She's a co-worker of mine. She's been going through a hard time, I said gently. Oh, that explains why she looks unhinged, the older woman said. At one family dinner, Mia's flirty touches pushed Jack over the edge. He kicked her hard in the shin under the table. Mia yelped and collapsed to the floor. Are you okay? I rushed over to help her up. Fine, she gritted out. Just a cramp. That night, the burner phone lit up. Mia sent a photo of her swollen ankle. You kicked me so hard. And why did you keep ignoring me at the party? I hate seeing you with her. I soothed her patiently. The endgame was approaching. Mia, I'm going to make sure you never forget this. The engagement party began. The ballroom was packed. Jack took the microphone to make a toast. He held my hand, his voice full of emotion. The doors slammed open. Mia stood there in a cheap, ill-fitting white dress, holding a microphone.
Jack.
I'm here to marry you, she shouted. Tell everyone the truth. You love me, not that cheating bitch Chloe. I turned slowly, a smile playing on my lips. Jack froze for a second, then caught on instantly. He shook his head in disbelief, then turned to Mia. Get out, he growled. The only woman I've ever loved is standing right here. You're a two-faced snake. Looking at you makes me sick. Mia went pale. But you said you promised me. We were supposed to be together today. I stepped forward. Let me guess. You and Jack have been planning this for weeks. He was going to humiliate me and choose you, right? Her jaw dropped. How do you know? Because the Jack you've been chatting with, I said, my voice ringing out, was me. I nodded toward the audiovisual tech. The big screen lit up. The slides began. The desperate texts, the explicit photos, the news clip of the boardroom incident, the photos from the hotel hallway. Every last bit of Mia's dirty laundry was broadcast on the big screen. The room erupted.
No.
That's impossible. Mia staggered backward. You are my best friend, I said, my pent-up fury finally boiling over. I shared everything with you. I did so much for you. And you tried to take it all.
Why?
Because my life wasn't as miserable as yours. She finally snapped.
Yes.
I hate you. You have the perfect life, the perfect family, the perfect mate. Your help was just an insult. I wanted everything you had. I wanted to see you fall apart. Jack put an arm around my shoulder. Chloe reached out to help you. And you felt insulted? You're pathetic. You bitch. Mia screamed and lunged at me, but her bad ankle gave way. She crumpled at the foot of the stage. As she lay there sobbing, a new commotion came from the entrance. A rough-looking man, a haggard woman, and a greasy-haired man pushed their way inside. Where's my daughter? The man roared. You think you can run off to the city and leave your pack behind? Mia's face went white. Her whole body shook violently. No, go away. I don't know you. But they all knew her. Her father struck her. Her mother grabbed at her dress. Her brother seized her arm. Time to come home, Mia. You need to contribute to the family. Mia turned to me. The defiance was gone, replaced by raw terror in her eyes. Chloe, please. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Help me. You helped me escape before. Don't let them take me. They'll sell me. Please. I looked down at the girl I once called my best friend. She'd ruined my school years, slandered my reputation, and tried to steal my mate. I'm sorry, Mia, I said softly. I would never want to insult you with my help again. Her screams and pleas echoed down the hallway as her family dragged her out of the ballroom and out of my life for good.
Moral of the story: if your best friend starts a fake loyalty test, sends bikini pics to your man, steals your presentation, crashes your engagement party in a discount wedding dress, and gets nicknamed the Vibrator Queen by the entire office, congratulations. That is not your bestie anymore. That is a full-season Netflix villain with unlimited data and zero shame. Also, never underestimate a quiet girlfriend with screenshots, a burner phone, and free time. Mia thought she was playing chess, but girl was actually speed running public humiliation on expert mode.